Justin Bieber's downfall didn't happen overnight. The warning signs were right in front of us. Justin Bieber's rise was fast, but so were the warning signs. Justin Bieber skyrocketed to fame at just 15 with Baby. But behind the screaming fans and chart-topping hits, there were cracks in the foundation. His sudden rise wasn't just a dream come true, it was a high-speed roller coaster with no seatbelt. Industry insiders who worked closely with Bieber's team have hinted that his early years were a whirlwind, with his parents, Patty Millette, and his often absent father, Jeremy Bieber, struggling to keep up. One insider put it bluntly, he was a teenager. He was the biggest pop star in the world. Everyone was worried about him, but no one really knew what to do. The lack of solid guidance left him figuring things out on his own, while the industry around him cashed in on his success. Bieber's early career is a textbook case of what happens when young talent is thrown into the deep end too fast. The warning signs were there. Fame, pressure, and a team that might not have always had his best interests at heart. Justin Bieber's career was filled with red flags. But his connection to Diddy might be the most alarming one of all. Looking back, their interactions raise more questions than answers, especially with Diddy now facing serious legal troubles. In a 2011 Jimmy Kimmel Live interview, Diddy made a cryptic remark while sitting next to a teenage Bieber. He knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Everything ain't for everybody. At the time, it seemed like playful banter. Now, it's unsettling. Then there's the footage of a 15-year-old Bieber spending 48 hours with Diddy, who teased the camera saying, "Where we hanging and what we doing we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. We're gonna go buck full crazy." That secrecy, mixed with the huge power gap between them, should have set off alarms. Even people close to Bieber were reportedly uneasy. An insider later admitted he should never have been allowed to party with Diddy or anyone else when he was a teen. Despite this, Bieber kept collaborating with him even as recently as 2023. The warning signs were just ignored. Justin Bieber wasn't just struggling, he was self-medicating and shutting people out. Justin Bieber has been open about his struggles with substance overuse and well-being, but the signs were there long before he admitted it. He used Xanax to cope with shame and battled anxiety and emotional struggles for years, often turning to unhealthy coping mechanisms instead of addressing the root issues. His struggles became impossible to ignore. On his Purpose tour in 2016, he snapped at fans in Manchester and threw his microphone in frustration, dismissed by some as bad boy behavior, but clearly a sign of deeper distress. Even now, reports say Bieber has withdrawn from longtime friends and struggles with trust issues. One insider put it bluntly, Justin's done some really crazy things, and he's alienated the people around him. The pattern has followed him from his early days to now, hard to stop, yet easy to see. Years of non-stop touring and pressure finally caught up with Justin Bieber, until his body forced him to stop. Justin Bieber's health struggles have had a major impact on both his career and personal life. In 2022, he was diagnosed with Ramsay syndrome, a condition that caused partial facial paralysis and forced him to cancel multiple tour dates. It was a stark reminder of the physical toll that years of relentless touring, stress, and an intense lifestyle can take. For someone who spent most of his life performing under pressure, his body finally hitting a breaking point wasn't all that surprising. The tour cancellation wasn't just a personal setback. It reportedly left him with significant financial obligations to entertainment giant AEG. The pressures of maintaining a global pop career while dealing with serious health challenges created a ripple effect, adding to the weight of his already mounting struggles. When physical health starts to decline, it often brings emotional and financial stress with it, making Bieber's situation even more complex. Justin Bieber sold his music catalog for $200 million, yet just 2 years later, he's reportedly strapped for cash. How does someone that rich still end up in financial trouble? Justin Bieber made headlines in 2023 for selling his music catalog for a cool $200 million. But fast forward to 2025, and reports suggest he's facing financial struggles. Industry insiders claim Bieber needs the money and wants to work, pointing to outstanding debts from his canceled tour as a major factor. For someone who spent years topping charts and selling out arenas, this raises some big questions. Was it bad investments? Overspending? A management team that didn't handle things right? Whatever the case, money troubles don't just hit the bank account, they add stress, pressure, and the kind of problems that can quickly spiral. And for Justin, who's already navigating health and personal challenges, this financial strain is the last thing he needs. Justin Bieber dropping Scooter Braun wasn't just business, it was a red flag. Justin Bieber and Scooter Braun were once an unstoppable duo, but in 2023, their long-standing partnership came to an end. After more than a decade of working together, Bieber cut ties with the manager who helped launch him to superstardom. The split wasn't just a career move. It hinted at deeper tensions behind the scenes. Following the breakup, Bieber has been in rebuild mode, assembling a new team, including hiring a fresh legal advisor to guide his next steps. With plans for a musical comeback in 2025, this transition marks a pivotal moment in his career. But the timing of this professional shakeup is notable. Bieber is also navigating major personal shifts, including his marriage to Hailey Bieber and their responsibilities as parents to their son, Jack. Juggling both career instability and family life could be overwhelming, making it clear that Bieber is at a crossroads where every decision will shape his future. Justin Bieber's creative crossroads isn't just about music. It's about identity. Amid his personal and professional struggles, Bieber seems to be facing a creative identity crisis as he plans his return to music. Producer MK.G revealed in September 2024 that he had been working with Bieber to discover his next sound, adding, "He's searching." This suggests not only artistic uncertainty, but also a deeper struggle to align his evolving personal identity with his music and public image. After years away from the spotlight, Bieber has focused on his health and family. But his return isn't as straightforward as picking up where he left off. His early career was defined by pop superstardom, but as he transitions into a new phase of life, both as an artist and a family man, finding a sound that reflects his growth is proving to be a challenge. His struggle to redefine himself musically mirrors his broader search for stability, raising questions about how he will navigate this next chapter of his career. Justin Bieber's generosity is well known, but so are his struggles. Justin Bieber's public image has always been a balancing act between generosity and personal struggles. On one hand, he's granted over 250 wishes through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, donated $545,000 to AIDS research, and supported countless other causes. On the other, reports of substance overuse, health battles, and professional instability have painted a much darker reality. This contrast between public philanthropy and private turmoil creates a complex narrative. While his good deeds are genuine, they may have unintentionally masked deeper issues. The positive headlines often overshadowed concerning behavior, making it easier for both fans and the industry to overlook the warning signs. Bieber's struggles didn't disappear just because he was giving back. They were just harder to see. Now, as he attempts a comeback, the question remains: has he truly found balance, or is he still trapped in the cycle of highs and lows that have defined much of his career? Fame opened doors for Justin Bieber, but it also let some celebrities walk right over his boundaries. Justin Bieber's rise to fame wasn't just filled with screaming fans. It also came with some seriously awkward and inappropriate encounters with older celebrities. In 2012, just after turning 18, Bieber found himself on the receiving end of an unexpected moment with 40-year-old Jenny McCarthy. While presenting him with an award, she grabbed him and repeatedly smooched his neck. His reaction: "Wow, I feel violated right now." McCarthy later shrugged it off, calling it her cougar fantasy, and she wasn't the only one crossing lines. That same year, Katy Perry reportedly acted inappropriately toward him at another award show. Instead of calling out this behavior, the industry laughed it off, treating it as harmless fun rather than recognizing the obvious problem. The fact that Bieber's discomfort was ignored shows a larger issue. Young male stars aren't always given the same level of protection. These incidents weren't just cringeworthy, they highlighted how easily boundaries can be blurred in the entertainment industry. Justin Bieber once thrived in the spotlight. Now, it seems he's doing everything he can to avoid it. Recent reports describe him as borderline reclusive, with a deep fear of large crowds and public spaces. An insider revealed Justin has been struggling for the last couple years. He's built up a deep fear of being out in spaces with lots of people. For someone who spent most of his life performing for packed arenas, this shift is alarming. Beyond social withdrawal, Bieber has also developed serious trust issues. Years of dealing with fame, betrayals, and people using him for their own gain have left scars. He once admitted, "People tell you they love you and turn their back on you in a second." That kind of repeated disillusionment would take a toll on anyone. The combination of isolation and distrust paints a troubling picture. Bieber isn't just stepping back from fame. He seems to be actively shielding himself from the very world that once made him a star.